Good morning and welcome to day 48 on the PCT. Today's a special day for a couple reasons. Today, we're going to be hitting 400 miles.
Oh yeah.
That's in like 5 or 6 miles.
Yeah.
Also, Jason had decided to do a 24-hour challenge. Starting, well, how much time you got on your timer?
3 minutes ago.
3 minutes ago. It's a little after 9 o'clock in the morning right now, which means we have till 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. We will hike non-stop. Thing is, Cascade Locks is only about 38 miles from here. So, I mean, we're stopping when we get to Cascade Locks. So it's not gonna be a true 24-hour challenge because that should take us a lot less than 24 hours to do. If we don't finish it in 24 hours, then we are not as good as we thought. That's the big announcement, which means we're basically hiking until we get to Cascade Locks non-stop. We're gonna sleep hardcore once we get there.
We chose the hardest bit to do it in too.
There's a reason that we decided to do it now instead of waiting until an easier spot. Don't really want to say anything about that at the moment, but we'll let you know why when we get to Cascade Locks. Good morning, Mount Hood. That is so pretty. Never gets old seeing those giant volcanoes. We just got to our second river crossing of the day, and we get to go over this giant tree. And Jason volunteered to go first, so I'm gonna watch him go and then learn from his mistakes.
What?
Nothing. You won't have any mistakes, I said.
No.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm good.
I'm sorry. Are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I caught myself. Cut that out, cut that out.
He's brave.
Make sure you stay in the middle. Don't step on the side of it.
Got you. Just take your time. No need to rush. There you go. All right.
Dad's crossing the river now. Be careful, it's slippery.
Yeah, if you step too far out to the side on that, it's slippery. So this is weird. Just found this tree that looks like it was growing alongside this other one. I don't think it's part of this tree. It was just growing into this tree, and now it's being held by the tree because the bottom got cut off. Weird. So you remember when I was talking about the eyes carved into the tree a long time ago? It wasn't just for that wilderness or that forest area. They're here too. We've been seeing them ever since then. Here's one here. They're old. They've got to be trail markers. And I'll see what else they could be. I mean, they put the little plaques in the nail to the trees now. Seems like it's a lot less destructive than that. There's a lot of them. That must have taken forever. Well, we lost track of time, and I've got to tell you, we hit 400 miles, guys. 400 miles on trail about 1 mile ago. You know, it's just amazing to think that we've gone that far since we started. How much time we got left on our 24-hour?
19 hours and 42 minutes.
So, a little over 4 hours in. We've gone about eight miles. Yeah, we got a little ways left to go. Man, there's a ton of biting flies out here. The mosquitoes have gone away, but the biting flies have replaced them. But 400 miles, woo! Woo! Can't believe it.
That's awesome.
We stopped at a nice little campsite here at a trailhead. We're eating lunch. We're at about, what, 9.5 miles? 9 miles?
Yep.
And we have all our food spread out here on the table because we can't decide what to eat. I think Jason's having a wrap with some cheese and meat. That's what I'm gonna have. And then I'm gonna have some gummies. Got some gummy bears and some Sour Patch Kids watermelons, maybe some M&Ms, some Cheez-Its. 2:30 right now. We are second guessing if we're gonna actually do the 24-hour challenge. But there's a reason. So in 13 and a half miles, we'll get to a junction where we can take an alternate route for Eagle Creek alternate. It's a really beautiful scenic route. There's a tunnel that walks behind a waterfall. And you get to go behind the waterfall. There's just a bunch of cool stuff like that. And it's a slight shortcut. It shaves a couple miles off of the trail to get to Cascade Locks. But here's the thing. We're looking at all the comments of people that have gone there, and it's extremely steep in the beginning. Like
downhill for us.
Downhill steep. And a lot of people said it's slick. One person said they counted 83 trees that blew down across the trail just in a 2-mile span. And it's about 1,000 feet per mile of elevation drop, which is pretty steep. And we don't really want to do that at night.
Nope.
People are saying it's slippery like butter. There's places that's just a steep cliff, a drop off on the side of the trail down 100, 200 feet. So yeah, I don't know if we want to spend all night walking through that. It sounds dangerous, and I kind of want to see it. There's some awesome views, and I'd like to see it in the daylight, and I can actually get it on camera for you guys. I'd like to show you all that.
And either way, we're going to be getting there to Cascade Locks a day early.
Yeah, we're making really good time. I feel better hiking down something that steep in the daytime rather than at night. I've done a lot of mountain climbing, Mount Adams, St. Helens, Rainier, and I know what 1,000 feet per mile looks like. And that's steep, and I don't want to do that at night. There's cliffs on the side. These are the last power lines we're crossing in Oregon.
Not true.
Not true? I lied. My bad.
Though.
We'll enjoy the pretty wildflowers and the beautiful wires. The second to last in Oregon.
Pretty sure.
This is one of our best views of Mount Hood so far, except for all of the power lines in the way, but it's beautiful. Found some blown over trees in our path. These root balls are huge. There's some good wind that came through here, that's for sure. Some decent sized trees. It's 7:15. We decided not to do the 24-hour challenge for sure.
What a twist of events.
Decided to hike until 8:30 or 9 o'clock, or wherever we are, call it. So that should put us within a mile or two of the Eagle Creek junction. I'm gonna stop because it's kind of steep here.
Not that bad.
Doesn't look like it, but up ahead it's gonna be really steep. So I'm gonna put the phone down and use both hands so I don't die. Yeah, no, you don't get to, no camera.
All good.
Sunset on Mount Hood. You can see a haze off in the distance. Looks like there's some smoke out there. We just found a campsite. The sun is going down, as you can see over there.
My shoulder hurts.
Jason's shoulder hurts. I hurt. We didn't quite hit 20, which is unfortunate. We're at 19.4 miles for the day. Oh, there's the plane. Look how close that is. See it? Portland's only an hour and a half away from here. I'm actually gonna set up the tripod and show us setting up really quick. I haven't done that for a while.
Yeah, see how that can be annoying, I guess. But
They don't fly all hours of the night. Still hard ground, but it feels better than standing with this pack on.
yeah, it does.
I'm gonna set up really quick. Hello. I guess I'm not setting up after all.
Hi guys. We got a couple flies in here.
This is what we do every night. Not Jason jumping in here, but we
Sometimes.
get all my stuff out because my sleeping bag. Well, that's a big old bee.
That's a giant bee. If you swing at that, it's gonna sting me.
Yeah.
I like bees, not when they're flying at my face.
That's a wasp, bro.
That's the thing that stung me. Oh my god. Oh, great. Oh.
Did he go out?
Yep. Thank God.
I wasn't scared at all. So anyways, I have to take all my stuff out. All my junk.
I have to do this later after I'm done interfering.
Jason just likes being on camera. What time is it?
Card time.
8:30?
No, it's card time.
We can play cards tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cascade Locks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need you to go, bro.
Okay.
I love you.
No, you don't. I was
Good
kidding.
to see you. You should stop again sometime.
I will tomorrow.
I don't have enough food to feed you right now, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I came
Sorry,
to
I know you came over for dinner. Welcome to day 49 on the PCT. We just got packed up and we're getting ready to start. We got 18.8 miles today till Cascade Locks.
Yeah.
We slept okay, but there's a lake down there somewhere. They were partying until like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Music was so loud. It's miles and miles away, but you could hear the bass thumping all the way up here till at least 4 in the morning. People yelling, screaming, like, I don't know, they were having a heck of a party down there and it kept me up a lot, but other than that, it's windy, it's warm. It never really got even in the 50s last night. I think it stayed in the 60s all night. That was nice. Not too hot, not too cold. And this morning, we got 3.3 miles till the Eagle Creek Trail Junction, and then 15.5 miles down that trail until we get to Cascade Locks. It should be almost completely downhill today. I think we have something like 4,000 feet of descent.
Yeah,
and
we're going all the way down to sea level.
straight ahead is where we're going,
No shot.
to the gorge.
It's all downhill after we get to Eagle Creek Junction.
See Mount Adams way over there in the distance. Chipmunk. So I feel dumb. This whole time I've been saying that mountain over there is Mount Adams. It's not. That's Mount St. Helens. And then in the middle, right there, is Mount Rainier. Mount Adams is right there. I just couldn't see it till just now. We just got to the trailhead for Eagle Creek. Just filled up with water there. Someone put a sign so it was easier to fill your bottles up with water. We're about to go 2,000 feet of downhill in 2 miles.
Fun.
That should be fun and steep. Wind is blowing pretty good today. These trees are moving around a lot. We just went down
1,500 feet.
in like a mile and a half. It was just dust and gravel. It was super slippery and it was really steep and there was a bunch of blowdown. I was miserable. My ankles are killing me already. On top of that, hate to be a complainer, but We are at a lower elevation now. We've gone down to about 2,000 feet above sea level. And it's getting warm. It's already 87 degrees right now.
The hottest it's been like this whole trip.
Yeah, and it's only what, 11:30? The hottest part of the day isn't even close to being here yet. So we're worried it's gonna be in the 90s, maybe even 100 degrees today. It's just gonna keep warming up. And we're in a burn scar right now, so we're very exposed, no shade. There is a breeze, thank goodness, that's helping a lot. But we can't wait to get to Eagle Creek Trail. I'm thinking there's more shade there, hopefully. And maybe it's a little cooler because we're right next to a river. But we'll find out. We'll be there in about a mile and a half.
Look at them snows.
We stopped and had lunch. It's now getting close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 95 degrees right now and rising. We heard from a friend back home that it's supposed to get up to 108 degrees this week. Now, I don't know what the temperature is supposed to be today in this area, but so far, this is one of the hottest days actually the hottest day we've had on trail. Whew, it's miserable. I do not like hiking in this heat.
Nope.
But these flowers sure are beautiful though. So right down there is our first view of Eagle Creek. And this is where the Eagle Creek Trail officially begins. In 1.5 miles, we're coming up to probably the most popular part of this trail, and that's Tunnel Falls. There's literally a waterfall and with a tunnel that goes behind it. We're gonna walk right through that tunnel behind the waterfall. I'm so glad we did this in the daytime, because otherwise you would have missed all of it, and so would we if we had done this in our 24-hour challenge like we originally planned.
Yeah.
So we are just starting the steep part. You see right here is a cliff, and this whole entire trail is going to be following a cliff now. The path is wet in places, like right there, a little slippery. We just got to try not to fall down there. We should be okay.
Yeah.
Here is the sketchiest part I've seen yet. The path is literally carved into the rock wall, and it goes down quite a ways. I'm not a huge fan of heights.
Mom, I'll be safe, I promise.
It's a little sketchy. It's beautiful. That's why we chose it. We just gotta watch our step.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right. Didn't even notice there was a big old waterfall right there. I heard it, but I didn't see it till just now. That's awesome. We're inside the cave recording each other. I'm not walking while I record. Sketches me out too bad. It's probably not safe. This path is kind of narrow, but this is really cool. Jason just can't resist. He's got to go walk in it.
I gotta walk in it.
I just don't feel like taking my shoes off and my socks off and putting them back on again, but I did soak my head, and boy, does that feel good. How does it feel?
It's cold.
I bet that feels good on your feet, though.
Oh yeah, but it's just too cold.
All right, just go run and jump on that waterfall.
Okay.
Yeah, just belly flop on it.
I don't know.
Easiest river crossing ever. Right now it's 92 degrees in the shade. Your legs are so clean, almost, kind of. I don't know, what's that though? I think I'm gonna actually put on my Crocs and join him.
Yeah.
It looks too tempting. Oh, that is cold. Woo! Feels good though. Oh man, that's way colder than I thought it was. This right here makes the alternate worth it.
Yeah.
Just this. So we're continuing on now from our little break. And that is a very steep part of trail, you can see right there. There's the big cliff. And we just realized they have these metal guardrails here with these metal cables. Last ditch effort, you could grab onto it if you slip. But we just walked along the edge of that. That's the steepest drop off I've ever walked next to before. So there's a big waterfall right there, and we're gonna walk behind it. You can see the tunnel goes right there in one side, not the other. Woo! That's so cool. And so far down. It's all wet right there, probably slippery. Wow. Behind the waterfall. We're in the tunnel now. Going underneath a waterfall in this tunnel. That's so cool. It's dripping water from the ceiling here.
It's really drippy in here.
It is. It's a short tunnel, but dripping water, and there's a raging waterfall right above us.
Right now we're underneath a waterfall. I like that my pole's back.
Crazy. We're saying goodbye to the waterfall. Goodbye, waterfall, and continuing on
The hot trail.
with some amazing blowdown here to cross through on a steep cliff. That's fun. Hey, if it was too easy, it wouldn't be fun, right? So I think we're through all the fun stuff, but my God, it's hot. I just looked at my thermometer, it's 101 degrees. It's now officially the hottest part of the day. It is so hot. I'm not used to hiking in this weather. I'm used to living in this weather. This is how it is in the summertime where we live. Every year it gets to be 110, 112 sometimes. I think the record we had a few years ago was 118 degrees one day. But anyways, when it's that hot, we don't go outside. We don't hike.
No.
So this is, you know, it's not fun, but it is what it is. We've got lots of water, lots of electrolytes. We're taking breaks and soaking our hats in water and our heads and trying to stay cool. But right now we're just in a very exposed part of the trail. Thankfully, we're almost through the hottest part of the day. It's gonna start cooling down in about another hour or so. I'm guessing it'll get down into the 70s tonight, hopefully the 60s. That'll be easier to sleep in. We have about, what, 9.5 miles to go?
About 8 miles.
8 miles to go. We're looking to get into Cascade Locks around 8 o'clock, hopefully sooner than that. We stopped at this little campsite by the stream. It's just too hot right now. It's, like I said, 100, 101. And most of this trail is in sun right now, so it's too hot.
Yeah.
We need to cool down. We're gonna wait for about an hour. It'll be about 5:30,
I'm gonna take off my shirt.
and then it should be a lot cooler. Yeah, I might get back in the water. It's looking really tempting. Earlier when we stopped in the water, man, that felt good and cooled my body temperature down quite a bit. I think I need to do that again. It just doesn't feel smart to keep going right now. We're both drained, starting to feel a little lightheaded.
Yeah, I am. I got a little dizzy in the trail.
Yeah, and it's too steep to be walking around feeling lightheaded like that. So after talking about it for a little bit, Jason and I decided to stay the night here at this spot tonight. We've gone about 11 and a half, 12 miles already today. We only have around 7, 8 miles left, but with the amount of miles we have left, we wouldn't get in the Cascade Locks until around 8:30 or 9 o'clock tonight, just to camp at their marina. I don't see the point in rushing. We're a day early, so we decided just to stay here. It's nice and cool. No need to push ourselves in this heat. We're already drained. It's just too much, so I'm okay with that. Plans change, and this is a beautiful spot to change your plans. Welcome to day 50 on the PCT. Our last day in Oregon. Well, our last day hiking in Oregon. We'll be spending a few days in Cascade Locks, but today in 7.7 miles, we'll get to Bridge of the Gods in Cascade Locks, Oregon, and that is where we cross over into Washington. It's about 6:45 right now, and temperature is around 66 degrees. It never got below 70 last night until about 3 or 4 in the morning. We managed to sleep some. It's all downhill today, but it's a little rocky. Keep tripping here and there, so I'm gonna focus on my steps, and I'll talk to you guys in a little while. We've reached Bridge of the Gods, everybody. Just kidding. Jason says this is Bridge of the Demigods. Someone hung a bear bag underneath there. I don't know. Do we cross it?
Yes, we do.
We cross it. We cross the line. It looks a little sketch. Oh, I can see through it. That's not sketchy. Don't worry, I won't. Oh, the boards are moving. I don't like it. Pretty up here, though. All right. We did it. We're alive.
Oh, that's the Bridge of the Demigods.
We just got to a second bridge. This one is big. And the guardrails go all the way up to my shoulders, so this is why. It's a little steep. You know, maybe 100 feet, 200 feet down. But wow, look at that. That is beautiful. And we're gonna be following a trail. You can see it go all along the cliffside there. Another super steep ledge here, leading a couple 100 feet down. And this is the path we have. And I'm gonna put my camera away now and walk safely.
Me too.
A little bunny rabbit just hopped into the road.
I'm gonna walk towards it.
I don't know if he's gonna stay there, but he's adorable. That is like the most flop-eared, adorable rabbit.
Oh my gosh.
It looks like a pet rabbit. It doesn't even look like a... Two of them? What?
There's 2 of them.
What?
Oh my god.
2 of the most adorable little bunny rabbits.
Where did he come from?
Hey, little guy. These aren't wild rabbits. These look like pet rabbits that people turned loose out here. Hey, buddy. Hey.
Oh my god.
It's so cute. We are
Like
finally
1.5 miles away.
at the border of Oregon and Washington. There's a highway running all along the Columbia River, and that's all that separates us from Washington State. We are less than 2 miles from Cascade Locks, and that'll be the end of our Oregon journey. And then we'll get to see family and rest, eat, shower, laundry, all the things, you know, the things we do at every stop.
Yeah.
I can't believe we made it this far. I can't give you the exact mileage we've hiked, but I want to say it's somewhere around 430 miles. Crossing under the highway. Oh, I thought those were light bulbs.
Yeah,
They're not. It's
Echo.
just... Woo. There's no echo.
We got a mile left of Oregon.
And my feet are still attached to my body, but
Same.
they don't like it. They don't want to be.
The last mile of Oregon.
Yep. We made it.
Made it all
to Cascade Locks. There's Bridge of the Gods. We're gonna walk underneath it, but
We made it. Oh, this is the end of Oregon.
we did it.
We walked all of Oregon. One state back.
Can't believe we're actually here. 7 weeks in 1 day. 50 days being on the trail to get here.
Yeah.
It's a little slow for some, but for us, it was the pace we chose. Oh man, it feels surreal to be here.
Now I really want to take a shower. Oh my God.
So when we head out, and just be walking across that bridge into Washington on the other side there. And that'll be the end of our Oregon journey. But for now, we're gonna find a place to shower and eat, get our hotel. And we'll catch you guys there. Welcome to day 51. And we are at the Bridge of the Gods Motel in Cascade Locks, Oregon. I've got my daughter Emma back here. Of course, y'all know Jason.
Hi.
And Jason's girlfriend Izzy back here. So, have some news that I haven't told you guys yet. I've been waiting until today.
Oh my gosh.
This is gonna be Jason's last day.
Bye guys.
I'm sorry.
He's calling it quits.
I'm not a loser.
No, I'm proud of him. He did good. He hiked all the way across Oregon.
Okay.
He's just ready to go home. It's been a long,
This is
A long trail.
This is a volunteer trip.
yeah. But he went 430 miles, 433 miles.
Thank you very much.
That's a lot to be proud of. I'm proud of him, and I hope you're proud of yourself because you should be.
My legs hurt.
His mom's gonna be here in about a half hour. Pick him up and take him and Izzy back home, and then I'm gonna continue on to Washington and all the way to Canada by myself in true hike camp climb fashion, going solo. We talked about this when we got to Frog Lake right before government camp. Wanted to wait and make sure he really wanted to go home and then let you guys know here today. So I mean, I'm bummed out, I'm sad, I'm gonna miss him, but I'm really proud of him. He did a good job. He went a whole 7 weeks away from home. This is this kid's first time away from home. Graduated high school, hasn't left home for that long ever. Goes out in the woods, has never done a hike like this ever, and subjects himself to all this pain and suffering
It was so much fun.
and homesickness.
I had
But
fun.
we did, he did. We had a great time. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm glad he came with me. And we made some memories that'll last a lifetime. And he's going to be a lot happier at home, where he can sleep in his own bed and have good food and see his girlfriend and his family. Anyways, yeah. So my other daughter Melody is in a different room. I rented 2 rooms, so the girls could stay in one and Jason and I could stay in this one. And then my parents are here. They brought the girls up yesterday, and they're in a different room. And my parents are going to take the girls home tomorrow. So after Jason and Izzy leave here in a little bit, it'll just be me and my parents and Melody and Emma. We're going to hang out, and I'm going to do laundry. We're going to check out the beaches, check out some stores. And then they're going to leave tomorrow morning, and I'm going to stay here in Cascade Locks until the 20th. On the 18th and 19th is PCT Trail Days here in Cascade Locks. It's a big event with a bunch of gear vendors. There's gonna be food, music, supposedly a YouTuber. I think Darwin on the Trail is gonna be here with his new gear lineup. So I'm really excited to meet all these people, network a little bit, maybe make some new friends. After that, it should cool down. It's still gonna be about 108 degrees today, but by the time I leave on Sunday, and it'll be back down in the low 70s, so not hot anymore. Anyways, just want to tell you guys that. Say goodbye to Jason for the last time here. Any last words you want to say before I turn the camera off?
Huh?
Perfect.
Rice.
Rice. All right, I'll catch you guys later. All right, guys, welcome to day 51 on the PCT. I'm still in the hotel room getting ready to check out. It's about 9:15 in the morning. But before I leave, I wanted to let you know I'm doing some gear change-ups. The biggest one you're gonna notice is I'm switching packs. I've had this pack for a while. It's an Osprey 55 liter ether. I really like this pack. It's about 1.5 pounds heavier at least than my other pack, but The shoulder straps and the hip straps are much more substantial and thicker and a lot more comfortable. These adjustment straps are thicker, so they won't slip as much, hopefully. I did steal a couple pieces off of my Z-Packs bag, this bottle holder and this phone holder. Other than that, it's stock. The reason I'm doing this, I like the Z-Packs Arc Haul Ultra, but I don't think it's gonna last me another 500 miles. I showed you guys this earlier. This strap wore off down here, literally snapped off there. This other side is just about ready to come off. It's just barely hanging on. And then of course I had the shoulder strap here. This buckle broke off. Luckily I had a replacement buckle, but even that is wearing, like the strap itself, you can see it's wearing. It's like halfway wore through already. Not to mention these are really flimsy, thin shoulder straps and waist straps. That's because it saves weight, you know, it serves a purpose. It's just not super comfortable. Other than that, it was a good pack. It was definitely lightweight. It worked for what I needed for Oregon, but I'm gonna switch over to this one. I think it'll be more comfortable and more reliable. Second, I'm leaving my Big Agnes Zoom UL, and I replaced it with the Thermarest Neo Air X Therm Max is what I'm replacing that with. That has a R value of 4.3-ish, which is good for 3 seasons. Here pretty soon, it's gonna start cooling down, especially getting into northern Washington. So the Thermarest has an R value of 6.9, so it's a 4 season. And it's starting to get colder some nights, and I just wanna make sure that I'm prepared for it. This is why I also switched out my Zenbivy 25-degree quilt. I switched it out for my Zenbivy 10-degree quilt. So I've got that in my bag. That'll be warmer. I had my parents bring back my pair of Smart Wool thermals, my base layer, in case it gets a little colder. Also traded Jason. I'm sending home my Arc'teryx Atom LT for his Arc'teryx. I can't remember the model of it, but his is warmer. It's an actual down. That's a synthetic. It's fairly warm, but his was warmer. The last biggest change is I am trading out my shoes. So these shoes lasted for over 500 miles. This is what they look like after 500 miles. I've got holes, you know, got some separation happening here. The inside, you can see it's wearing thin. It looks like that on both sides. The inside of the heel, you can see in there, is wearing down on both of them. And then of course the tread it's gone in the top, very flat in the bottom. You can see what the brand new ones look like that I've got on here. Lots of tread, obviously. That's something that happens when you walk 500 miles in a pair of shoes. So I've got those, and then I traded Jason. I'm sending home this Auto portable stove, not because it doesn't work. His Pocket Rocket 2 got more BTUs. I figured I'd just trade them out. Those are my big changes. Everything else is staying the same. I'm just making some swaps for warmer gear because I don't want to have to have it mailed to me later. I have more electrolytes, more athletic greens, and I've got enough to last me for the rest of the trip. Speaking of the rest of the trip, it is currently the 16th of August. PCT Trail Days is happening on the 18th and 19th right here in Cascade Locks. So originally I wasn't gonna stay for that because I didn't wanna have to stay a couple extra days. I needed the time, but I decided I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna check it out for at least one of the days, probably both, but there's a campground down at the marina where the event's gonna be held, and I'll be camping down there for the next few nights. And then after that, I plan on leaving Sunday, August 20th, hitting the trail again and going into Washington. And from that point forward, I'm only gonna take 6 more 0 days, 1 a week. And I'm going to be hiking 18 to 20 miles a day. And the plan is to get to Canada by September 20th or 22nd. My permit expires on the 26th, but I don't want to push it that far. I want to get done as early as possible because the snow could hit literally any time in September, but the later you go, the chances are higher and higher you're going to hit snow. So I want to make it to Canada. And now that I'll be going solo, Jason's not with me. He was starting to get burnt out a little bit. It was getting harder on his body to push those long miles every day. I think I'll be able to push a little bit farther now that I'm solo. Not saying that he was holding me back because he was keeping up just fine, but he was getting to the point before we got here that it was starting to wear on him. Whereas I've had many more years of experience on the trail, you know, hiking, climbing mountains. So my endurance is built up a little bit more than his, and probably my pain tolerance too, because I've been doing this for a long time. So I'm gonna hit 18, 20 miles a day. I'm gonna push hard. There's a lot more elevation in Washington than there was in Oregon. I think it's roughly 75,000 feet of elevation in Oregon, and in Washington it's over 100,000 feet of elevation. So it's deeper. It'll be more challenging to do that many miles every day, but I feel I'm ready. It's been over 430 miles of hiking. Most of the thru hikers I've met from California said around the 600 mile mark is when they feel like they completely got their trail legs. I feel like I'm getting them. I'm doing pretty good. And we've increased from the beginning to 8 to 10 miles a day up to, you know, anywhere to 16 to 20 miles a day in the last few weeks. So I think I can do it. I'm gonna push myself hard and try to get this knocked out as fast as possible. From the 20th on, when I started on the trail again, I'll have 38 more days until my permit expires, but I'm gonna try to knock that down to about 34 to 32 days, sometime towards the end of September, but not all the way to the end. So that's the plan. That's what I'm gonna try for, I'm gonna aim for. It'll be kind of weird getting used to hiking by myself, because I've been with Jason this whole time. I already miss him. And I know you guys are gonna miss him too, because he's hilarious. I had a lot of fun with him, and I look forward to seeing him when I get home. But he was just done. I don't blame him. You know, he did a lot, and I'm proud of him. So I'm gonna check out PCT days, but probably gonna skip over a lot of this because it's gonna be me sitting in town doing nothing for a while. That's a gear update. That's what I'm doing, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, or actually 2 days from now, when the trail days officially starts.